Hey guys, how's it going? So we're back with another video, and today's video is a little bit different than what we usually talk about. So normally we talk about guitar, gear, etc., setting guitars up, reviewing guitars, modding guitars, performances, musical covers, etc. Today I want to talk to you about something a little bit more real. So a few months ago, it's been probably almost a year ago, I made a video about viral labyrinthitis. What is that? Well, viral labyrinthitis is when you get some sort of virus, it gets into the labyrinth of your ear, and it fries a nerve in your ear. And when that happens, it causes hearing loss of certain frequencies, and it can cause ringing, tinnitus, or tinnitus, depending on what part of the world you live in. It happened to me. July 31st, 2023. I was sitting right here, actually, in this very chair, in this very spot, and all of a sudden, my right ear started ringing so loud, and it wouldn't stop. I ran upstairs, Q-tipped my ears, did everything I could, held my nose, it blew it, tried to pop my ears. It didn't stop. Didn't go away. It's loud ringing. And I couldn't hear any high frequencies out of that ear at all. Anything just about its speaking voice level or higher in pitch was just about gone. So I scheduled an appointment with my doctor. They referred me to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. And he told me, let's do a hearing test. We did a hearing test, and the chart was bad. It was... My hearing of frequencies, I can't even remember what it was. It was like 7,000 and lower. Was above average, exceptional, way better than my left ear. My right ear has always been my good ear. And, but everything above that was gone. I could hear nothing above that frequency. That's like the tick of a hi-hat, or the harmonic of a guitar, or those are the kind of frequencies I'm talking about that I can't hear. So he said, okay, I believe you have viral labyrinthitis, which I explained to you what that was. It's a virus that you gets into your labyrinth, and it screws up your nerve. And he said, we need to put you on antibiotics, which he did orally. I took those for like 60 days, something like that, prednisone. And we're going to give you shots in your ear, steroid injections. So tilt my head to the side. He takes this big funnel, metal funnel, sticks it in my ear. Here comes this big needle, punctures through the eardrum. Oh, this rush of burning fluid. You feel it kind of soaking inside your brain is what it feels like, and not a good feeling. I had to do that 3 times. The last time I gave you an update was, I think, before my last injection or right after it. It still didn't get better after the injections, so they scheduled an MRI. So I went in, I have it laying around here somewhere, had an MRI. I had to take my earrings out. I hadn't took my earrings out in over a decade. Took them out for the MRI. I laid in there, they did the MRI, results came back, there was nothing. They could find nothing, everything looked normal. So it appeared to just be nerve damage. A lot of people have been asking me since I made that video for an update. Did it get better? What did you do? What kind of rehab can you do? Can you learn to hear, again? What did you do? And today I'm making this video to give you the bad news, but in the best way that I can. It turns into good news, okay? The bad news is it never got better. To this day, at this moment, I hear that ringing in my ear. And it hasn't gotten any quieter since it happened. It's part of how I experience the world now. Everything has that ringing. Going to the Colts football game, the sounds of the crowd, that ringing's over it a little bit. Going to a concert, well, there's earplugs involved now. I wear earplugs now because I don't want that to happen to my left ear too. But you hear the music. I went and saw Sammy Hagar. It was awesome, by the way, with Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani. It was great. But listening to Summer Nights with the ringing on top of it. Listening to some of my favorite records, Van Halen 1. Hearing Ed's guitar on the right side of my head with the ringing on top of it. But I could sit here and tell you that it ruined my life and that I never heard music the same again, and I'll never be able to hear in true stereo, and I'll never be able to mix again, and my sense of tone and my sense of hearing is permanently ruined and all that, but it's not. It's really weird to say this, but you get used to it. Your world just has that in it now. It's really weird to explain. If you don't have this condition, I'm sure you can't imagine how you could ever just ignore it, or how it ever just becomes normal. And if you do have this condition and it's new to you, like I did, you're probably thinking, my life is over, it will never get better, what am I going to do, how am I going to cope? I would say that the stages of grief absolutely apply here. You go through that period of denial, you go through that period of anger, you go through that period of resentment and all that stuff, but you do eventually get to acceptance. And with this, I hardly notice it anymore. Right now we're talking about it, so yes, I notice it. I just talked to my wife about it before I came down here because I told her I was making this video. And I noticed it then while I was talking to her about it. But when I'm not talking about it, it's just the way my life is. And it's not a debilitating thing that ends your life. I mean, I'm a musician. I've got 5 figures worth of guitars. I've got, nice KRK studio monitors back behind the camera here. I've got a Mac with an M1 Pro chip that I use to record audio. I'm not going to let it stop me. You get used to it. And I know that's not what you wanted to hear. If you were coming to this video trying to find, it got better, he's cured, he's healed, everything got better, I'm sorry. That's not the answer, and that's not the ending for my story. It could be the ending for your story. It really could be. But it's not the ending for me. But I can tell you, you get used to it, and I've accepted it. It's just the way it is now. One of the things that I was told that is the most helpful to me with this, it was some dude on Reddit of all places, and he said, do this. Attribute the ringing sound with the sound of silence. Because if the ringing sound is all you can think about and all you can hear, it means it's quiet. And it works. When I'm laying to bed to sleep at night, I hear the ringing. Right now, I hear the ringing. And the ringing is peaceful because it's the sound of silence. If there was all kinds of crazy crap going on, if there was a big loud stereo or a big loud engine or my computer or the air conditioner over here or something being super loud, it's not very peaceful. It's loud. There's lots of noise, lots of stuff going on. You're not going to hear the ringing and notice it quite as much. One thing that I wanted to touch on in this video, though, happened to me yesterday and actually kind of led me to making this video. I was sitting here, same chair, so it's cursed. It's a cursed chair. Sitting here, and all of a sudden, the music I was listening to sounded awful. It was a review of something, and I assumed it was like to get around the copyright, they screwed with the audio. It was like terribly detuned. There was like this weird harmony that wasn't really a harmony. It was like the regular music, and then there was a delayed echo that was in a horribly wrong key, and I was like, ugh. And then I noticed it in the game I was playing. And I thought, okay, it's the monitors, studio monitors. I just got them. Something's wrong with them. Turned them off. Went upstairs to talk to my wife. My wife opens her mouth and starts talking to me. And I'm hearing her talk. And I'm hearing a delay in her voice at a different pitch at the same time. And it freaked the hell out of me. And so I didn't know what to do. So I turned on Judgment Day by Van Halen. I love that song. And the first few notes of it played, and I lost it because it sounded the same way. It sounded horribly wrong. And I realized something was wrong with my brain or my ears. And you start having all these thoughts like, oh no, my career, my music, everything, it's over. There's no way I can ever play music again. I can't listen to music anymore. When I hear people speak, they're going to sound robotic. I can't live this way. What am I going to do? I went down this rabbit hole of research, and I found out that it's something that's called Diplacusis. Dictionary.com says that Diplacusis is a difference in hearing by the two ears so that one sound is heard as two. So I did some experimenting. I plugged my bad ear, my ringing ear. It sounded normal. I plugged my good ear. This ear was higher. It was like Alvin and the Chipmunks higher. If you think of like a song, again, Judgment Day. It's my life, get off my ass. That's like the first line. That's what it sounded like in this ear. In this ear, it was, "Let my life get off my ass." It was like really high. It was like a helium-injected chipmunk. And it was slightly late. And when you put them together, you get this really weird robotic, it sounds like garbage junk. And I couldn't think of a physical reason why, what could physically be wrong that causes you to hear late? I mean, sound is a constant, isn't it? It freaked the hell out of me. I thought something was wrong with my brain. I didn't know. I went to bed that night just praying like, oh my God, please, I can't do this. I already lost the hearing of the frequencies and I can accept that. But how do I accept this? I can't find a pitch. I can't sing. I can't play the guitar. I can't do anything with that condition. What do? Woke up this morning, gone. Totally cured. Everything's fine now. So that's a little segue to tell you that if you're experiencing that, again, I'm going to say the word and it's going to be in the title of the video too, Diplacusis, it's not necessarily permanent, okay? For me, it lasted about however long I slept, 6 to 8 hours, and then I was fine. So, moral of the story, viral labyrinthitis can cause permanent tinnitus or tinnitus, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You're going to make it. I still play the guitar. I still record. I still make these videos. I still listen to and enjoy my favorite music, and it's okay. The best way I can describe it is a guy who's got a bum leg, right? Let's say he got in a really bad accident and he walked away from the accident, but his leg it's a bum leg now. It doesn't work the way it used to. He can't really walk super straight. He kind of leans a little bit when he walks, but at first it's debilitating and devastating for that guy. Like how he thinks, how am I going to live my life? I'm a freak. I'm a cripple. I'm not going to be able to walk normal. I look stupid. I feel stupid. But I bet you a year later, that's just his life. He gets up out of his chair just like you and me. And he walks over and does what he needs to do. He doesn't think every step, damn this bum leg, damn this bum leg. No, he's just walking. That's how it is for me. And that's how it can be for you too. Damn this ringing ear, damn this ringing ear. No, it's just hearing. I can hear, I can enjoy music, I can record, and I love it. So, there's the long overdue update a year and a couple months later. Let's call it 14 months. Still have the tinnitus, but it's okay. And it'll be okay for you too. I'll post an update on this if anything changes. I don't expect it to. I've accepted that this is the way it's going to be for me, and that's okay. If you have questions, please leave a comment. If you want to talk about this privately, send me an email. I'd love to talk to you about this. Jake@bigjakemusic.com. Again, Jake@bigjakemusic.com. Send me an email. We can even talk on the phone if you want, but send me an email first. I know it can be something that's very scary and very hard to deal with, but I want to help you. I want to talk to you. I want to be there for you because I know it can be a devastating situation for you, and I will answer every question that I have. So, sorry for the weird video. Sorry that it ran a little long, but it's important to me, and I want to help you guys if you need help with this. So, thanks again for watching. Appreciate all of you. Please like and subscribe. Join the Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the description below. We talk about guitar, gear, etc. But we can talk about this too if you want. It's totally fine with me. Yeah, so there you go. Thanks again. See you next time, and keep on rocking.